This is going to be tough. I don't know if he's got this one in the bag. Does Wonder Mike. Adam Fillion, thanks for joining the YouTube channel, by the way. I appreciate that. Oh no. Wonder Mike's disconnected, just to make matters worse. What up, Sunless?
Please.
Alright, I don't know if they're going to restart at 2-0 or 0-0, but let's go find out. Alright, here we go. 2-0 in the first match here. Make it 3. Is Wonder Mike disconnected again, or is this just him positioning really badly? I feel like this is a DC. Yeah, this might not be happening. Wonder Mike, what is going on? What are you doing? He's like, I think I can 1v2 Grand Champs, but he can't even turn on his computer. Alright, GG, alright.
Decals are cool, but some look
OSM
almost the same.
Decided
Love seeing Splice on a blue team and C9 on an orange.
Oh, why does this still happen? Did you guys see this? Did Rattles just join as well? Of course he did. Rattles, get out of the party! How do I kick him? Get out. Sorry, Rattles, I didn't mean to click invite on you. Sorry. Oops. Yeah, Wonder Mike, don't worry about it, mate. Do not worry about a thing. Hey, at least we've still got a 2v1. I know that's what you all tuned in for. It's going to be super hard though. I don't think this is winnable in a series. Wonder Mike chose his opponents, and I don't think he picked exactly like the lowest GCs ever. I guarantee you could find lower GCs than like 1630 3v3 players. But this is who Wonder Mike decided to try 1v2. So OSM's going to step up to the task. I would feel really bad like kicking Jimmers. Oh, it's open. OSM is on the breakaway. He's tripped up Pig. Pig is still falling over. OSM had no boost, unfortunately for him. He is playing the NRG decals, we all know. It is the speediest of the decals, but it doesn't look good with any wheels except just plain black wheels. So you have to do that. Luckily for OSM, he has matched it up well. Alright, Jumper takes to the air. He's looking for a flip reset. He gets it. OSM, solid save in the near post though. So this sort of stuff is what you can come to expect today in low GC games. You know, flip resets, double touches, stealing shots. Yeah, that's all fair game, but that's not going to be easy to stop this time. Tremors gets the first goal. It's the boost, giving him a huge advantage here. OSM was hoping that he would miss this, drop it down a little bit too early, but he has not. That's 1-0 to the GCs. He chose to 1v2 though. That's disrespectful. You know, Wonder Mike has bamboozled us all. He has called people out to a 1v2 and then he's switched off his PC when he was losing. Nah, jokes. I don't think that's what happened. But hey, Jimmers is putting on some good shots. This is not going to be easy for OSM in the slightest, because if the quality of shots is this good, he's in a lot of trouble. Even if he does get a save on this, it's going to be very hard to recover and get back. Jimmers is at 1500. I think right now he is in 2v2. I think they both are 1500 in 2v2 in fact. But there's a lot of variance here, and OSM is getting destroyed. I think it just shows how hard this is. He says he's not used to this. Yeah, this is also another problem for OSM. But I said in the pre-match one that the last times we saw this happen, Jesse lost to 2 champ 1s. They were my mods, Lenny and King Spectre. I believe that they were both champ 1, maybe champ 2 at the time, and Jesse couldn't take them down in a 2v1. That was pretty close though. Those were a bit closer games. And then yeah, just under a year ago, Lethmer was able to beat Sunless Can and Fluke, but they've both improved since then, and they weren't Grand Champ at the time either. I think the realistic level that you can actually 1v2 with nobody like giving you the ball in kickoff or anything, just full-on kickoff abuse, would be something like Champ 2. I think you could probably get a 1v2 on some Champ 2 players if you practice this, if you're really good at it. GC, I don't know, this is probably too hard to do consistently. Getting it in a ranked game I think is a bit different. There's a different mentality, at least in my experience. I'm sure some of you guys can relate. You end up in a 1v2 in ranked, and you don't always have the hardest time against the opponents because they don't know how to like play their advantage properly. They don't know what risks they should now be taking. And also, I feel like they just get super nervous. That had to be a goal for OSM. That's one of the best chances he's had all game. And he used a lot of boost just to get the flick off. He seems to have stabilized at least a little bit. 50-50s are not something he wants to be going for. That recovery is pretty quick given how badly OSM landed there. But he's still in a really rough spot. Good stop, but this is the problem. Jimmers just coming in for another shot, and OSM does get a good save here on the second shot. So maybe there is a chance for him to figure this one out. He has to consider both opponents at all times. Just letting down his guard once is all it would take. That was a good land by Pig there. Good landing, rather. Made sure to hold that power slide to keep the momentum going and beat OSM to the ball. OSM with the wave dash dribbles. He doesn't have enough boost to get to the left of it, though. Pig and Jimmers are looking very comfortable in defense. One dribble play that OSM had, that was his chance. If he could have scored that, then you never know. And here we go again. He has to score his dribbles. This is where he has the biggest advantage, but Jimmers with a good save. Jimmers, he knew all he had to do there is back off and jump high. It's likely OSM is going to flick this, knowing that he has the advantage in 1v1 skill. He's trying to keep the nose of his car up high here. OSM expecting Pig to challenge early, but that's not what's happened. And Jimmers going to roll in a fourth goal. This game one has definitely got away from him.
For a while. Thanks for the great content.
Prayers, congrats on GC for the first time. That's the tier 3 as well. Hey, that's really kind of you, man. Welcome back for a whole bunch of months as well. Let me just add you to the GC, or to the GC. I guess it is a GC list if you're in it. Let me just add you to the tier 3 sub list. OSM seems to be doing a little bit better here, and he does get a goal. Okay, this is something a bit more interesting. So OSM has got this one a little bit more figured out. Hey, Wonder Mike, don't worry about it. You can't really do anything about some tech issues like that. Hey, don't worry about it. Hopefully it's fixed. You can go back to gaming without any issues. Good slow play by Pig. Tries to flick it over to OSM, but it stays too low. OSM is still boxed in. He's done well here to realize that shot's not on target, but is his dribble fast enough to escape the demo from behind? It is, but not good enough flick this time to trouble Pig in the goal line. What do you guys think? What are the how many games out of 10 would a GC win against two like low 1500 just barely hit Grand Champ for the first time players if they're given a little bit of time to practice it? How many times would they win out of 10? I think you're looking at something like, I guess depends how the 2, yeah, I was gonna say 2 or 3. Depends how good the early games go, because if the early games go badly, then maybe the GC player will have some better mentality. How this one finished, OSM didn't look half bad. He's almost put in a second goal here, and you consider the couple of flick opportunities that he had. He did have the chances to make this comeback possible. Maybe, just maybe, with a better start, he can get a win in this series. Getting a series win though is going to be super difficult. Yeah, OSM pretty much
telling me
hits the nail on the head there.
4-month message. So hi. Should I change my name to Johnny Beanifornia?
These guys, just in case you can't read this, they're pretty much just saying OSM's playing quite well. OSM thinks this is doable, but really, really hard. Who'd win? K-Dop or something? Who do you guys think would be the best player for this? I think maybe Scrub Killer. He's like the king of the ball chasers, and he's a beast in solo plays. And I mean, he steals everybody's saves, so like he doesn't need teammates because he steals their saves anyway. Jesse, I don't know if Jesse's quite suited for this challenge. I think Scrub might be the ball chaser that we need to beat two Grand Champs. It's great recovery mechanics by OSM. Pig actually turned away from the ball. Gave OSM an open net just for a little bit. Alright, let's see if he can hold down the start of this game. He has to get a good start, I think. Certainly has to keep it within a couple goals, because if he goes behind by 4 again, he did go behind by 4, I believe, it's going to be super hard. But there you go, that's 1-0 OSM. A couple of things going wrong here for the Grand Champs. First of all, Jimmers has gone to Narnia, and then Pig just centers it to nobody. If they can avoid things like that, then I don't think they're going to have too many problems. But, you know, combining your misplays in the exact same moment, not a very good idea. That rotation by Jimmers really not a 2v2 rotation at all. He's got to have more pressure on the ball. OSM thought he got the boost for a moment.
Dude.
It did get stolen away from him. Big challenge. We'll get Jimmers to bite. Now will Jimmers go for the bump? No, he's actually just centered it to Pig. That's a great center ball. OSM was expecting the demo. Ran away from it. But it was just a little pinch center. Bounced off the wall beautifully. Pig following up in a great position as well. Hey, thanks to who we got here? We got Leroy, the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. We also got Clean Casting Couch to the 4-month Prime. Welcome back to you. Is OSM getting another goal? Yes, he is. 2-1. OSM. And he's starting to pop off now. Pig and Jimmers just had no idea OSM was going to hit them on the counter here with the full pitch air dribble. Beautiful stuff by OSM. Hey, Mixisu, thanks for the 2-month Prime. Welcome back. Good stop by OSM. I reckon that this might be the wrong strategy here. That the two GCs, Pig and Jimmers, are employing. If you want to make the kickoff as difficult as possible, it might be a better idea not to go for a flick move on a player like OSM, who's clearly a beast at 1v1 and is very good at saving flicks, even in a straight up 1v1. Like, yeah, I think you're probably scoring against him with flicks sometimes, but not all the time. OSM's got Pig and Jimmers really on the back foot here. He doesn't take the 50-50 though. He's going to try and play out a more safe position. Casually avoids Jimmers' demo. Now he goes to the air again. Another air dribble. Pig just gets a touch on it. That's enough to get OSM away for the time being. Yeah, talking about those kickoffs, I think that if they want to make it really hard for OSM, it might be a good idea to get a bump started. That's a good infield pass. Pig to Jimmers. And there's the goal. OSM with a pre-jump. Thought it was going to be going across the goal to the top right, but it has gone straight down the middle. Great stuff there by Pig. Nailed the pass. Jimmers could shoot that anywhere he wanted. The pass was that good. OSM's lost his lead. It didn't take much. He's got a chance to get it back though. No boost, but the shot is coming in pretty quick. Good save by Pig. Jimmers panicking a bit on the back wall, but he gets the ball clear to safety. He's got some alone time to bring it down. He tries to get it center to Pig. That's risky, but Pig backs off. It is going to be a dangerous idea to center the ball if OSM is ready and waiting. Great timing on the back flip there by OSM. Really didn't want to get dunked on in that play. Tries to sneak in an air roll shot now cross field, but it's saved by Jimmers. You know, this has been quite well played by both teams actually. There's been moments where OSM could have easily been baited forward, taking himself out of the game, but he's avoiding those. Doesn't want 50-50s, doesn't want to dive in and hope for misses. He's just waiting patiently. Is he going to get opportunities? There's one. It's not going to be something that OSM can recycle too quickly. Jimmers missing the back wall. Too surprising for him to do anything about. Jimmers has got OSM to deal with on the ground. OSM trips him up and does steal the boost. Has to walk into what looked like a bit of a 50-50 in doing so, and I think he might have conceded. No, Pig's missed this one. OSM gets away. It's a very risky play. Tense back and forth. Tell Jimmers and Pig are definitely taking this seriously, which is good to see. They're not trying to freestyle around or style on OSM. They know that this is a very tight match. So OSM's gotten a bit better at this match up. It's an open net for Jimmers. Does he find it? No, OSM spawns near posts. Gets it past him. This really isn't a position that OSM can utilize too much, but he's just trying to clear the ball across the goal so he can get the boost on the other side. These 50-50s have got to be worried though. OSM's got to be so careful. Pig trying to draw OSM in here to something like a 50-50. There he does get it. Now OSM's got no boost. A save to make, but the save is possible. And a minute left, it's all tied up. OSM playing a great game. Now he's got Jimmers in a 1v1. Shot across him. OSM 3-2. All it took was one moment where Pig and Jimmers are not on the same page. Pig throws himself in and he does not make contact, and Jimmers wasn't ready to follow up. A fake challenge there for Pig would have been fine. The real challenge, not the best idea when your opponent, when your teammate rather, isn't ready to follow up on you. Because if you miss, OSM, a player with his control, can just retake the ball and get it past your teammate as well. 43 seconds and the ball is fully into midfield play. OSM has control. Will he be able to get another goal here? Thought about going to the air. Not enough boost. And Pig and Jimmers have a chance on the counter. That's really not the most creative stuff from them, though. I think the bumps are not being utilized to their maximum potential. Now Pig's going to try for one, but Jimmers has got no boost to follow up on what he's doing. OSM's just going to survive another 15 seconds. Looks like they are really starting to up the aggression, and there's the equalizer by Pig. And it was the bumping strategies that got them back involved. Look at the pressure that Jimmers is applying on OSM here. That gets him out of position, out of boost, and Pig can walk it in. 12 seconds left, and OSM's got a nightmare kickoff. He's done so well in game 2, but this is going to be a really tough one to stabilize. You know what? He has stabilized it. OSM might have a chance here on 0 seconds. The ball is staying up, but he's demoed. It's going to go to grounded, and into overtime we go for a even spawn face-off. OSM will go far, trusting himself, his kickoff mechanics. He doesn't have time to go for a 100 boost. Pig walks into a 50-50. That's exactly what OSM wanted there, because he didn't have boost. He wanted the ball to be well away from him. Back into midfield play we go. Are Jimmers and Pig going to go for more bumps and demos? Or at least attempt them. Even if they don't land it, it's still causing so much problems for OSM. So right now Pig is actually giving OSM some pretty good lines to challenge him from. OSM thinking about half flipping, but he's going to have to try something else, because that is not an open avenue of attack. 3-all. Actually a chance there for OSM on the counter. Jimmers looks to be out of boost. Pig out of position. Can OSM get them separated and start to dismantle them? It's actually just an open net. Jimmers gets a save, but where was he in the first place? Was he waiting for boost in the corner? I couldn't see it. Couldn't see what got him in this position. Good reaction by OSM. The recovery is also good. Flying back down. Fires high. Pig just makes contact. OSM not really looking for a goal there, just trying to get Pig out of position or out of boost, or both. Now he's firing some more threatening shots on target. If he can win this, this would be one of the most impressive wins that he's had, surely. Oh, it's almost a loss on a 50-50. That's all it takes for Pig and Jimmers to score is one good challenge. OSM trying to find an opening. Trying to just use his pace to his advantage right now, because although Jimmers and Pig have been pretty quick for most of the series, OSM's definitely realized that he can beat them to the ball. That flick looks good. OSM takes game 2. No way. What a play by OSM. He's just had balls of steel to ignore Jimmers in that play. Didn't even look to see what Pig was doing. He just left it and then ruined him with a flick from halfway line. 1-all. We actually have a series on our hands. OSM showing up big here. Jimmers and Pig have got nothing but compliments for him in the chat. I'm sure that they are equally impressed with what they're seeing. OSM says he's super nervous. So, I mean, you don't get any time to relax. If you think 1v1 is bad, think about 1v2. Already, round of applause to OSM. That's a ridiculous win. You know, all things considered. And all of what we've seen so far from this matchup, getting a single win is insanely impressive. And you know, this is where it gets interesting. Will OSM continue to learn how to play the matchup? Because he's got more room for growth in terms of learning the matchup than Jimmers and Pig do. This is something that OSM will surely have more potential in. Still though, Pig and Jimmers, they could run away with this. If they just get a couple of good kickoff plays back to back to back, I could see them getting off to a good start that OSM can't come back from. Oh, hold on a second though. Jimmers almost own goals. What is going on? I mean, they're probably nervous as well, because like I explained earlier, when you're in a 2v1, you know you're the ones who are supposed to be winning. So when things aren't going well, it's easy to panic and start to play some ability that's far from your best. OSM has an open net to the left of him, and he will find it. Pig not in the right spot. And it might be OSM who's going to benefit from his opponents not playing their best. Actually, maybe tilting even. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But these plays are not at the same level as what we saw from Jimmers and Pig in game 1. They were playing much more like a unit. They weren't diving in pretty much ever. And this is something they've got to think about. Why not fake challenge more? So what happens if one of them steps up to challenge OSM's dribble? Just one, with a fake challenge. And then they turn around. OSM is going to make a play. Second man can go for the ball. And then the player who's fake challenging can probably make it another challenge after that. You've got almost 3 players if you're fake challenging with your first player. But they're starting to dive in at the moment. That's what's giving OSM these little 1v1 plays, opportunities to catch one of them in defense alone. It's always going to be a hugely advantageous spot. What happened to one of Mike? His PC died, so OSM stepped up. He was like, I'll give this a go. It doesn't look like it's going to be fun. He didn't think it was going to be easy. Well, it doesn't look easy at all. He's actually on a bit of a streak here. It's good positioning by Pig. He's shut down OSM's clear. Sort of jumps off the wall again. Takes himself a little bit out of the game. Jimmers can't get the ball past OSM. OSM's recoveries have been spectacular. Even there, flying down onto the ground to make it as difficult as possible for his opponents to weave in a challenge. And have they overcommitted again? This time Pig on the recovery quickly. But they're struggling at the moment to create realistic chances. A lot of aerial plays happening for Jimmers and Pig, and I don't think that's the way to do this. Even slowing down the game, just making a really simple bump play happen, that could be just as damaging as like a really highly mechanically skilled play, because you've only got the one player to beat. Are they going to be forcing 50-50s from this point and trying to get the aggression going? The aggression which brought them back in the last game. OSM with a fantastic save. It looks like Jimmers and Pig are going to get a goal here to tie things up. And that was a really good play there by Pig to turn on this. Jimmers waited in the middle, so Pig might have had it himself, but either way, this game's at halftime. And OSM's lead is gone. How are they losing? Because OSM's playing really well. If you're saying how are they losing, well, you'd probably lose as well. Grand Champ players are better than the vast majority of players. Doesn't matter if they're low or high. There's the mind game by Pig. He's going to get the lead. OSM with a miss read on the back wall. Look at this low boost play by Pig. He just pops it and realizes that OSM's going to beat him to it, so thinks, oh, I'm just going to fall back down here. And if he misses, we'll get a goal. If he doesn't, I'm going to rotate back. As things stand, OSM trailing by 1. It's more strong play after the kickoff by Jimmers and Pig. Looks like OSM might be able to take control. That's not the best recovery. We've seen some good ones from OSM today, but that one did not help him get to the ball quickly. Pig almost forcing OSM to own goal. 21 boost on OSM. He's trying to use as much patience as possible not to waste this. Now he might have to defend against an air dribble. That's a pinch shot by Pig. It doesn't work out. Jimmers diving in from the blind spot. Almost caught OSM off guard. Half flip by Pig into position. Thought OSM would challenge him here, but that is not what's happened. Now into the air goes OSM. He's lining up the flip reset, but he can't quite reach the ball. He's tried to go for an air dribble touch instead. He's still got a 1v1 position, which he misses. That's 2 solo plays by OSM against a single defender, which have not been successful, and he needs to be scored in these if he's going to win this game. Indeed win this series. Who do you guys think has more room to learn in this matchup? Do you think the 2v1 have more room to learn, or the solo player? If nothing else, I would say that OSM is more likely to learn quickly, because higher rated players just seem to pick up on new game modes faster than lower rated players, and OSM is the higher rated player. It's definitely a matchup that both OSM and the GCs could be playing a little bit better. There's quite some just disjointed challenges happening for the GCs that are allowing OSM to get opportunities. I think their possession somewhat being given away sometimes. OSM's control and his goalkeeping is too good to really be firing all these shots. Why not just hold on to the ball, make him come to them? Big challenges by OSM working wonderfully, and it's another double commit by Jimmers and Pig. They're starting to panic here in the final few seconds. It's OSM who needs a goal. He doesn't have much boost to create an opportunity. Looks like he's going to back off and try and counter-attack in the final seconds. He'll be given one more chance by Pig, who did just pass the ball to OSM there. OSM's early shot not too troubling for Jimmers. He's only got 21 boost to make a follow-up play, make it 15. Pig, look for the ground. OSM trying to keep it up, but he can't quite do it. It's going to be 2-1 to the GCs. Good stuff to hold on at the end of that game, which was looking dangerous. Let me 1v2 you guys. Missed an epic Johnny. You're so good, says Jammers. They're really struggling. I think that the speed and the recoveries that OSM is playing at is what's most troubling to his opponents. Yeah, I figured this was not serious memory. By the way, sorry, I'm way behind on sub shoutouts, but thanks to Sa17 with the 4-month Prime. Twitch keeps giving you a 4-month. I don't know why he keeps telling you that, but welcome back either way. And Chronic Leon, thanks for the 500 bits. Ghost Cadet, thanks for the 8-month tier 1. Welcome back. Jonesy, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome. And Death by Recap, thanks for the 50 bits. Welcome to you as well. How to Cry Baby, thanks for the 100 bits. And Magic Chef, thanks for the 9-month Prime. Whoa, it's similar with 5,000. What?
You go.
Dude, thanks so much for 5,000 bits. What on earth? Don't worry about not being here for a while. Either way, it's very kind of you to swing by now. Oh, yeah, Jimmers has to go to work. Oh, well, my bad. That's going to be GG's, guys. GG's. Thanks to Jimmers and Pig for sticking around. That took a while to get going because one of Mike's having some PC issues. Hopefully that's all sorted out for him. But yeah, that'll be the series there for
this alert is a
GCs
scam,
versus OSM. I totally forgot Jimmers is supposed to go to work right now.
Doing well today.
But he does have to go. Let you join. Maybe we should do more GCs versus what do you call it? Versus insanely good 1v1 players.